Hello. Yeah, so those are my Christmas lights. Please don't laugh, that's all I have. Um, this goes back to the John Major video, reporting Sir John Major to the police, which was the original video which went up on YouTube about 5 years ago. Phone call, you know. However, you could not find it. You could not search that on YouTube. You could not search that. It didn't come up. So to find it, you had to go through my entire channel to find it, you know. So I dug it out of my storage and I put it back up as reporting John Major to the police. And the Christmas tree has lit up. This morning, actually, today. I'll just try and find the first one. Now, the first one I got was from Montgomery Carter. There's a working class name. I'm not sure it's a good idea posting content like this. John Major's government. Now, if you go to actually on the YouTube channel, if you go to the old school playlist, now these comments should all be there. I'll get into that in a bit. John Major's government was a golden age for many people in the UK. It's what enabled me to retire at 40, after all. I am just trying to be helpful, as I don't want you getting yourself into trouble. Right, now, I think you missed a boat there a bit, mate, because initially, obviously, this went up 5 years ago. I don't know if it's because you haven't realised what's going on, or and you don't know about the YouTube channel, or that you can't block this one. I'm not sure. When I last checked, reporting John Major to the police was findable on a YouTube search. So, wow. And then it got really interesting. So the other night, when James Major got in touch with me in June, yes, June, during which time nothing's happened except I've had just more trollers, basically. I initially thought that he'd set up an email address just to have that conversation and then just blanked it, you know, not set up, notify me of notifications and all this sort of thing. Because I'd sent him a couple of emails after the conversation had finished and reply came there none. So I thought I'd be a bit provocative. Provocative, yes. And I sent him an email the other night. So then it started. I'm just trying to find this on here now. Oh no, that's not the one I want. I'm now trying to blackmail the government. Never mind all the arms dealing and stuff, which I'll get into now in a minute, because they basically just admitted that all this went on. So I've asked for a certain amount of money. Now, do bear in mind, I just wondered if they would actually reply. I think I started the email to James Major, if you're still there. This all happened 30 years ago. Most of the people... This is a guy called Andrew McKechnie. I don't know. This all happened 30 years ago. Most of the people involved have now passed on now anyway. So that makes it all right for them to break the law. That makes it all right for them to deal arms with stolen taxpayers, financed, I say, by stolen taxpayers' cash. However, there will still be a few thousand. So how many people were... I've always now suspected, since this came out in the summer, I've obviously always suspected, realised, whatever, that obviously more than Huntingdonshire District Council were involved. There were obviously quite a few thousand council employees across the country getting all this hush money, getting all these secret bonuses, which they knew were bent, that haven't... And what you're attempting to do is going to affect their lives considerably. Right, so Cambridge Police didn't destroy my life then. No, oh yes, they did, didn't they? Yes, they completely destroyed my life. I'll never have an intimate long-term relationship again because I can never trust anyone now. Because the police are all vile scum, the government are all vile scum, the councils are all vile scum. Right, the police sent me into multiple nervous breakdowns over 5 years. Destroyed me. Right, I had to leave the country basically, England that is. But that's all right though. You know, as long as that's just me. You can destroy my life. But your mates who stole all the money and took the secret bonuses, no, they've got to be protected. Whitehall have enough on their plate without having to deal with your continued shenanigans. Just drop it and move on. Well, yeah, you're trying to start a World War III with Russia, as far as I can tell. Yes, I imagine you have got quite a lot on your plate. And so then, you know, I've basically sort of replied to that, and he continues. If you'd stop with the social media postings, then no doubt you would be left in peace. Yes, well, forgive me for being cynical, but I don't think so somehow. And he's put something here. You can see these. You should be able to see these comments. I don't know if they've taken them down or not yet on the new John Major video in the old school listing on the YouTube channel. He's put, remember that the ICE were recipients of the bonuses too. So I don't know what the ICE is. I think maybe that's an auto type thing. I think maybe his phone's jumped there and put the wrong thing in. You cannot blame them for being upset that you were trying to incriminate them. Well, no, you completely destroyed my life. I'm not upset at all. No. That's a completely normal thing to happen. If you just stay off social media for a few months, no doubt you will find things start to improve for you, Paul. Yeah. At which point I've called him a coward and called him out. But as we know, they're cowards and snivelling little liars, and that won't happen because people like that would rather orchestrate things from back offices and get their little flunkies to do their dirty work. I bring you the British government of today, snivelling little cowards.